Imagine having an ingredient that can allow you to keep yourself, your team, partners, and providers you're working with engaged, motivated, helping you keep the focus, having the direction, and delivering on what you want to achieve as a leader. Hey, such an ingredient exists, and that's what we'll be talking about in our week 9 in the series Activating the Super Leader in You. Welcome, I'm Judith Glory, your mentor, your coach, and your friend who is so honored and happy to be able to connect with you on week 9. Oh my God, 9. So we just have 3 more weeks to go and the series would be over. Yeah, today we'll be talking about vision and indispensable, as John Maxwell calls it, an ingredient that is really essential to leadership. Why? What makes the vision so essential? And how do you craft a powerful vision to keep your people engaged? More beyond crafting the vision, how do you communicate in such a way that it resonates with your audience or people who are following you? And how can you bring people along with your vision? These are some of the questions we'll be asking and answering in the live today. You can hear in the tone of my voice, I can't wait to go through the material with you. Vision is so powerful. It's such a great tool that makes a difference for you, but also for the people you work with. There are a lot of things that are brought in coaching sessions that clearly show the vision wasn't clear. So by the time of today's session, you will know how to craft that vision, how to communicate that vision, and how to bring people along having a clear vision. So let's dive right in. I wanted to say I apologize if my voice is kind of raspy. There's kind of a cold developing. I have my ginger, I've hidden it. I don't want you to see, but just be patient with me and follow. And I am sure you will love what you will learn from today's session. A quick recap of what we talked about last week. Last week, we talked about an extra plus on leadership, which is attitude. We talked about attitude, why the attitude of a leader is important. And we said, if you didn't watch, I greatly encourage you to take some time and have a look and watch the video. It was really a good content where we said that as the leader, you set the temperature of the team, you decide the weather. And a lot of times some people will complain, my team, my people, but your team or your people, they're just a reflection of your leadership. The attitude of the leader will influence how people react. If you are a positive, resilient, it will show on your team. But if you see some negative things that you don't like, check, what am I doing as a leader that creates that? Because as a leader, you have great power to influence the culture, how people behave. And that's why in last week's session, we talked about, hey, what feedback is your team giving you? You want to know how you're doing as a leader? Look at your team. What is happening? What do you see? What are people saying about your team? That is what your leadership is doing. And if you did the exercise, at some point you had to realize, well, if I don't like this, what behavior do you have as a leader that encourages the negative thing you identified? And you did some internal reflection. What are the things that trigger you? How do you respond to those triggers? So that as a leader, your attitude, you walk the talk, you set the example, and you are different. You can see from the energy and tone there was a lot of good stuff. Go and check. You go on the website live, and then you look there to make things. I even made things simpler, so I organize things in playlists. So you just go on the menu on the channel, look for playlists and search leadership. There are just two of them, one in English, one in French, and watch the one week 8 because we are in week 9. Wow, I just said week 9, and then I realized just 3 more weeks to go, Judy. And I feel like asking you, How far with your leadership? What have you noticed? We've done more than two-thirds of the way, like just three more sessions. Oh, it's like it's painful. It's soon over. I don't know what's happening with you when I'm saying that, but I'm curious to know. What have you noticed? What have you tried? What have you applied? What have you noticed? What has changed in you? I sort of want to invite you. Hey, already 9 weeks. What have I taken away watching this video? What have I tried? And what am I noticing? Hey, these videos are not just to fill you with even more information. You're already saturated with information from books, from podcasts, like action. What did you do with the content? And with the little things you try, the mini actions, even on the three actions, if you did just one thing, what have you noticed regarding your leadership, who you are as a leader, your influence? For John, leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. So, what have you noticed regarding your influence? If you want, please come and share. I would like to hear from you. I would like to just hear how things are changing, how things are moving for you, and more important, are there things that we can add, that we can do to help activate, to bring out that super leader in you? We say 2025, in 2025, we want to activate the superhero in you. This is not the only series going on. Whether you're a professional, an artist, a singer, an actor, a leader, this specific series tackle leadership based on John Maxwell leadership principles. But in 2025, this channel wants to help bring out that super whomever you are. We want you by December to be able to tell a story. I leverage my superpower of leadership, of coach, of writing, of author, art to create this, to make an impact. And particularly in this series, we believe that you got leadership skills, and we want to help bring out those leadership skills. I really hope that so far, after like 8 weeks, this is the ninth, you've learned something, you've tried some things, and you have more influence. If you would like, please come and share. Let the world know how you're growing as a leader. This week, it's all about vision. So, if you didn't watch it, go and watch last week attitude. Tools to help catch your triggers. Create a plan to manage the triggers so that your attitude continues to align with who you want to be as a leader, with the example you want to set. Not okay with the reflection of the team, with what you see in your team. Start to look in you. What am I doing? What can I do so that this is no more the behavior, the characteristics of my team? Go and watch. It's there for replay. This week we are talking about the vision, and before the end of the session, you would get the opportunity to really learn how to set a clear vision for you, for your leadership, and for your team. How do you go about doing that? Maybe you're watching this and you already have a vision. Excellent. How are you communicating it to people, your team, and outside your team? Having a vision is one thing, great communication is another thing. And third thing, how do you bring people along? How do you get people to be inspired by your vision, to follow, to connect, and feel like, yes, I align with this vision, I can go with this leader, I can follow them? These are the things we'll be talking about today. Now, one big question to start with: what makes it even important to have a clear vision? Why is vision so fundamental? Hey, I took the time to put together this slide. No, it's the next one. It has more details. But already on this slide, you can see that a vision is important because a vision is like the driving force of every leader. Like, In week 2 with John Maxwell, we said that we define what is leadership. And you know by now, for John, leadership is influence, nothing more and nothing less. Do you have influence? Are there people following you? So they're following, if the answer is, oh yeah, I've worked my leadership, great. They're following you where? Where are you leading these people following you? And that's where vision comes in place. That's where, so vision is kind of the driving. You inspire people to do things. You inspire people, you influence them to follow you to do something, to create an impact. Create impact, go somewhere. That's the vision we are talking. It's fundamental. Just imagine if you motivate, oh, you talk well, you say nice word, tells great story, you tell a lot of good stories, and people follow you. But they follow you to what place? To where? It's like you have blind people. What impact here? Vision, guys, is really fundamental, and that's why we are saying it's an essential quality. What makes vision also very important? Hey, vision is the thing that will inspire people. Vision will drive long-term success, and vision provides direction. I was talking about kind of blind lead other people. No, you need to know where you're leading them. That's the vision. And for people to follow you, we say leadership is influence. For people to follow you, they need to know where you're doing. So the direction is the vision again. But where you want to bring them, they must want to go there. They must see the value in going there. They must see why it is important, else they'll not follow you. Imagine, well, here in Canada, it's what we call like 1 week vacation. And okay, we could do activities as a family. Now, suppose I say I'm a mom, I tell my kids, okay, let's go to this spa. Mm. And if I have a child, a boy who is like 7 or like spa is not his thing, he will say, Mom, I don't want to go there. So the vision needs to be inspiring. A good vision will inspire people because it resonates with them. We will talk some more about that when talking about how to communicate the vision in such a way that people are willing to follow. So a vision is important because it is this tool that will provide the direction, that will engage the emotion, the emotive aspects of the human for them to resonate. And yeah, it aligns with who I am, with what I want. I can follow this person. The vision is a tool for that. The vision will also keep the focus. You know where you're going, you know what you're trying to achieve. And that's why in the John says the vision drives long-term success, because it is so clear this is what we're trying to achieve. A lot of external factors, a lot of things can happen, but being clear that the vision is A, B, C, it helps the team, the organization to keep the focus. So, a quick summary: the vision kind of defines the direction, the vision inspires the team, keeps them motivated, and keeps the team focused on what needs to happen. And we will see in a couple minutes again how that vision thing is even a great tool for cross-functional alignment. A lot of times in a lot of organizations, depending on where you work, what you're trying to deliver as a team may involve the work of other teams. And things in general, in corporate organizations are measured on what they do, their own portion, their own specific remit. Sometimes in general, the remit is not the same. But one tool that helps team to see the big picture, the umbrella view, as I like to call it, it is the vision. Because even if marketing is focused about the specific feature that their product or service needs to have, and engineering, they are focused on developing quality code, and finance people are ensuring that all these projects are done within budget. All these people are under the umbrella delivering, I don't know, this quality app within this delay with this budget. So When there are conflicts or head knocking or pressures, communicating that umbrella vision will make that it's a language. Marketing will understand, finance will understand, engineering will understand. So a clear vision is such a powerful tool that can help with alignment. And lastly, I like to say vision is also this thing that will allow you to sort of the image of the compass. Really, if you are leading a team and you don't have kind of a compass, where are you bringing people? Where are you bringing people? And as I was preparing this, I really love this quote that I selected to put up. Like great leaders, they don't just wait to see the future, they create the future. And that's another thing that vision does. When you have a vision, you saw something maybe that other people didn't see. Vision is so powerful. What's your dream? What's your dream? And it's because some people have dreamed that we have internet. It's because some people dreamed that maybe you're watching this on your iPhone. It's because some people dream that I don't know, South Africa is free. It's because some people dream, like I have a dream, the big talk that black people and white people can work and live together well. Someone imagined it could be possible. It's because someone had a dream, a vision that man could go to the space. It's vision that does that, and we are talking about vision. So it brings me to a place where I want to pause and ask you, as a leader, if you're watching this, and I really want to maybe take a little pause and acknowledge 6 of you watching this since the beginning. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for trusting me. And hey, thank you to my India team. More and more people are connecting from Asia and watching the leadership series particularly. Thank you for the support. And if there's anything I can do to continue to provide even more value, let me know. As you're watching this right now, what is your vision? One, for you as a leader, how do you see yourself? Like, if you were to capture what you see, the ideal leader you want to be, what words would you use to describe your vision of you as a leader? This is an important one. I feel like, okay, let's pause here. Let's pause and take the time. And if you can, I don't know where you're watching this, you're in the bus, okay, maybe when you get home, but if you can take the time to just write down what comes up for you. It's important because how you see yourself, the words you use to describe yourself, they are more powerful than anything else. What do you see about you as a leader? And it's fine if for now the vision you have is not that I want you to see where you are today, but most important, dream. If there was no limit, if you could achieve and be that awesome, powerful, capable leader, what do you see that capable leader doing, being? This is good because you're already having a vision of you as a leader. And as I was saying, how you talk about you, what you say about you, what you believe about you is so essential. All the times I see this in coaching where we will discuss, you see an awesome leader, but especially women who tend to play small, to hide. I can tell, oh, I'm seeing this powerful person who could execute, who led with success, but that's Judith seeing. And until the leader themselves come to realize and become aware that, yeah, this impact, this project, this years, I'm the one who made all of this happen, they'll not carry themselves like that powerful leader. That's why I said, okay, I'll pause a bit on the slide. What's your vision for you? If you can, capture, write it down, say it out loud, and record it, and then listen to it. This vision of you also tells the brain how you see the today, but also your intention, the type of leader you want to be. And your brain can help you, as you know. If you've been watching my video, your brain is such a powerful ally. So take the time and reflect on what's my vision for me as a leader. And then we'll go another layer. What's your vision for the team? If you're leading a team, corporate, non for profit, your family, that parents group, or whatever you're part of and you're leading, what's your vision for that group? What's your vision for that team? What's your vision for that organization? Vision is important. And when this is clear, it will be easy to communicate, to engage, and inspire people because the vision is clear for you. And if you're watching this and it's like, Judith, not sure, like we just do the day to day, don't worry. In couple minutes, you will see what John suggests, a strategy to move from, short term to more long term, a visionary leader. So if for now it's like, oh, I think I'm just so focused to ensure the day to day goes well, it's fine. Good news for you. Before the life finishes, you will know a way to move from that day to day leader to having some concrete things, to having a vision for your team. Judith, you better move, else you're not going to finish your content. So, this is a promise for today. What makes vision important? We talked about it. So, this is still the recap. Go, my slides. I want to start by asking you, who is a visionary leader that you admire and why? I'll offer this question. Who is a visionary leader you admire and why? This will help because thinking about someone that you think has a great vision, maybe it's a leader you follow, or maybe that you just watch them and you like who they are. Okay. The next thing I want you to reflect on, what makes you admire them? What do you like about this visionary leader? Might be qualities you enjoy. And if you're clear on the qualities that you like in this leader, how much of that are you emulating in your leadership? How much are you imitating? I just want you to start reflecting on, okay, what makes me really admire that visionary leader? What? Is it his vision, his way of communicating, his way of bringing people behind to connect with his vision? Just reflect on that. So, how do you vision is essential, we said it, because this is another slide I prepared. Vision is essential because we said it provides direction. Without a team, it's like the direction is not there. I think I'll move. I'm not going to take more time because I'm seeing time running. Vision inspires and energizes people. And imagine when a leader tells you this is where we're going. This is what makes it important. This is what it means for you. This is the impact going that way it will have on you, on the team, on the organization. And what he says resonate with what you care about. You'll be galvanized. I want to be part of this. I want to be part of this. You will respond like that in general because what was presented resonates with you. So a lot of times when people will come in coaching sessions, well, yeah, there's this happening, Judith, um, but my people are not engaged. Okay, but when you start asking a question about the vision, well, we go by the day to day. That's the thing. Having a clear vision, it's always, and that's why I'm saying vision is such a powerful tool. You can always go back there and remind people of why. Do you see the link, vision and why? There's a clear link. When people know clear, why are we doing this? Why are we going there? when it is so clear and communicated in a way that it resonates with them. An error that I see a lot of leaders, one, the vision is not clear. Like they're so focused on the day to day. In couple minutes, like John suggests, a way to move from kind of the day to day short term leader to a visionary leader. So don't worry, we'll see how to do that in couple minutes. But one error that I see a lot of leaders doing, one, they don't have a vision, so day to day, or two, the vision is not clearly communicated. And when you'll be coaching the individual contributor on that kind of team, what's the goal? What's like the goal of the team? Well, it's not very clear, Judith. In general, when we go into town hall, senior leadership, C-suite, they say nice things. We can understand what they're trying to create, but I don't really see the link between the beautiful speech of the CEO on my day-to-day as a QA tester. So the vision of something nice was presented by C-suite, but making it go down the ranks, move from that big flag thing to the specific meaning for your vice presidency, for your direction, for your specific team. If it's not there, so the individual contributor don't really see it. So they just go by the day to day. Great leaders who inspire, they have this beautiful vision that they can present, and sometimes some of them are so great storytellers. So they just capture, they tell you a story of something they're making happen, and the story is so beautiful, the impact is so big that you just want to be part of that. You just want to be part of that. And that's a great gift you offer to your people when you can communicate a clear vision. A clear vision will keep your people inspired because the clear vision, clear destination, what makes that destination important, what impact for the team, and what is in it for them, what value to them. Did you see the elements that I mentioned? The destination, what makes the destination important, what impact it will have, not up there, bringing it down to the individual, the team, and the larger organism, the community. When there's something clear like that, and each person on the team knows, they can always connect to the vision and it can keep the team motivated. It aligns. Another reason why the vision is important, the vision will align the actions with the goal. Hey, even if you're working on a team and your job day to day is to pick phone calls, you know how the phone calls you're picking connect to the bigger thing the organization is doing. You know the specific role your QA test are having as impact to the bigger thing, that bank, that telecommunication company, that pharmacy, whatever industry you are in. When you can make a link to what you do on a day to day when you go to work, and that bigger, it resonates far more. And it's your job as a leader to make that link. When you know it and you can communicate it clearly, oh, the impact is huge. That's the value of having a clear vision. Another point that John suggests is the vision is so essential, an essential leadership quality because it will define the legacy. There are some people, a couple minutes ago I talked about I have a dream. I'm not sure this person, this very important leader and powerful leader, when he left, um, he had seen that vision, but other people took over after him and they continued. And that's the power of a vision because the vision is clear, it's powerful. People can connect to your vision. And many years, even after you're gone, people are still running with your vision. Look around you. I mentioned Nelson Mandela, he's no more. But a lot of people are still running with that vision. I mentioned that I have a dream. So a vision is also something that can help establish your leadership legacy. Do we need to add even more reason? You see why having a clear vision is essential. A quick recap, and then we will move on how you do that, or how you define your own vision, because it's essential at this point in the session that you get clear, that you refine, that you tune with your own vision and ensure it resonates with you first. The quick recap: why vision is important, is an essential leadership quality, the direction, where are we going, where you're leading the people you influence. The vision is important because it will inspire and energize people to keep working, to follow through, to do what it takes to achieve whatever you want to achieve. Vision is important also because it will align actions with goals. This is the big goal, strategic goal, 1 year, 3, 5, 10 years. That vision is what will align what you do on the day to day or in the next 3 years to where the organization is going. And then vision will help define the legacy. So, quick reflection questions for you: what is your vision for your leadership and for your team? We started a couple minutes. I asked you, hey, when you think about the leader you want to be, what are the words that come from you? Write them down. Now, I want you to do the same exercise. What's your vision for your team? Think your family. Think the group of mom. Think the parents. Wherever you are acting as a leader, wherever you're working with a group, with a team, if you're leading a group of people, what's your vision for that team? I can hear you say, well, Julie, we just come together to do ABC. Excellent. Ideally, if there was no limit and you wanted to really make an impact with that group of mom, that group of parents, that non-for-profit organization, what would you like to create? Dare to dream what could be possible with this team. It's me encouraging you to get into the dreamland. No limits. What would you like to create? Have you noticed the words I use? Would you, the future, create? A lot of times, vision meaning something that doesn't exist. And you will see in couple slides, if you are a leader, and I think I said it a couple minutes ago, and you just want to keep the same thing, doing the same thing. Oh, we used to do this as mom. We used to do this in our women's meeting, in our church, it's more like you're just keeping things going. A visionary leader has a vision, has a dream to create something new, to create opportunity. And as you have that clear vision for your team, capture it, write it somewhere. When you read that vision for the team, what's happening in you? Does that vibrate? Does that make you want to get out there and make it happen? Capture that vision. And next thing that I want, after thinking about your vision, how are you communicating this vision to those people, to that group? You can see we are in the reflective time. How are you communicating that vision? Is it something that you have in your head, or it is something clear that everyone in the group knows that the vision of the group is ABC? Just think about it. And if you reflect long, you will notice that, yeah, in general, the groups you're part of, when the vision is so clear, like people are centered, things are well defined, everyone knows where we're going. It's easier, like the flow. Imagine if you have a flock, if you have if you have a lot of lambs, you're guiding them. Did you know guiding somewhere? But if there's no like clear direction, or we're going north south, people can go in all direction, and it will be difficult to have an impact. But if everyone in the room, in the email list or in the Facebook group, knows that the purpose of the group is this is what we want to achieve in the next, I don't know, 3, 6 months, 12. It's clear, it's centered, it's organized, and we go there. And that's the value of the vision. So, what are you doing so that everyone in the group knows clearly what is the vision? What are you doing in that line? The communication aspect. And then the third question, how aligned is this vision with your values? How aligned is the vision with your value? This is kind of something I notice more in coaching sessions where maybe people are working for an organization, the vision, and sometimes there may be misalignment and they're kind of fighting while I'm working for this organization. The vision is this, but with who I am, with what I value, that clear vision, ideally, it's great, it's best when that vision aligns with your values. And since we're talking your team, the vision for your team, how do you connect the vision with the value of the team? How can you connect? This will be a powerful tool to help you really make the vision resonate. When you know what they value, and that's when I say you really turn the focus. It's not about you, the team. Who are there, your audience, people who follow you, who are there, what do they want, what do they care about, what do they value? Framing the vision in their language, in terms of what they value, in terms of what is important to them, is the secret to resonance. Framing the vision you have, the vision you've written a couple minutes ago, in terms of what they care about, what they want, the value, that vision, that direction, that thing you want to create, what does it bring to them? What impact on them? What impact on the things that they value? Being able to craft that vision in terms of what they value will make you resonate better with them, and it will be more easy for them to say, I'm in, Judith, you got me, because you've communicated the vision in such a way that they see the impact for them or for the things they do value. Hey, and it brings us again to the place of, how do you know your people? How do you know? How much do you know about your people? How much do you know about what they value? Stop, take the time to stop, talk, discuss, and discover, and know, and connect with people on your team, with people you want to influence. Other sessions in the series talked some more about that. So I wanted to give you these questions to reflect on. Maybe I'll disappear for you to capture it and take the time maybe to reflect. The vision for your leadership, for your team, what are you doing to communicate in such a way that it inspires, and aligning the vision with the value? Judith, it's time to move to the next thing. Here are some things that John suggests to help you move from the day-to-day short-term leader. I said sometimes I will hear, and maybe when I ask the questions, you notice that you tend to be more well, we already have a lot in our manufacturer, in our shop, in our team. We know what we have to do. No need to dream, vision, whatever is already set. If you are the kind of leader who just keeps the day-to-day going, that sounds operational, tactical, day-to-day. That doesn't sound very proactive, intentional, and visionary like. So these are some ways, some strategies that just suggest you move from, the kind of day-to-day leader to a visionary leader. So the day-to-day leader like focuses on the present. Yeah, we already have a lot to do. We just go and ensure, oh, we are busy. We don't have time to dream. I actually have heard that many times in coaching sessions. Well, we're so busy. Those who stop, who have time to stop and dream, maybe they are not very busy. I can hear that the workload could be heavy at times. But if you don't dream, how do you optimize? How do you create something new? How do you improve on the team? How do you see what else could be created? It's important to dream. Just check around you. Most people who achieve great things, they were dreamers. They imagine something else. They imagine there could be more. They imagine what else. So if you're just here and now focused on the present, that dream, that vision, that what else, that possibility, not only you're not doing that, but you're not offering that to your team or to your organization. So to be a more visionary leader, stop thinking about the present, make space for the future. And that's why when we do the visualization exercise, or when we talk at the beginning, when I say, okay, stop and think about who you want to be as a leader, I say, hey, imagine if there was no limit. Just dare to dream. Nothing stops you. You have people maybe reporting on you, a team, a family, an organization. Ideally, if you knew you could create whatever, there's no limit in budget, in time, or and you have these people who follow you, on whom you have influence. What would you like to create with those people? That's future. Create new thing. You bring something that wasn't there. Second thing you could do to switch from the day to day to a kind of a more visionary leadership is to take the risk. Sometimes there are leaders who well, I don't want to take the risk, treat it like this team, this organization, you take a quick, I don't want to dare to take risks because I may lose my job, it may not work, blah blah blah. And they're just thinking here and now, play it safe, play it safe. Does that sound like you? My invitation is, okay, how can you continue to deliver, but take what I would call calculated risk? Dare to try something. What's the little calculated risk you can? If you don't dare something new, you're not creating something, you're not bringing the team to a new place, you just start to cope. Do you want to be the kind of leader who just keep maintains, who is, I call them maintenance leader? Is that the type of leader you want to be? A maintainer, you just maintain things at the same level or more, someone who dreams, carries the people along and creates something new, optimizes things. Third thing, those who are short-term tactical leaders tend to be more on the reactive. Again, day to day, it's like you wait for a situation, for an instruction from someone, you wait. And I like to say, if your posture is wait, are you leading or following? You're waiting. So there must be another event or someone for you. You're following the event. You're following a person. Are you being a leader? So check your posture. Are you more kind of a reactive leader who waits for events, for things to happen, for situation or for people to ask things or do things for them to react to? Or you are an intentional, proactive, you create opportunities. You create opportunities. And we talked about this. I think that's week 7 where we said a quick and rapid way to elevate your leadership, solve problems. Solve problems. Solve problems. And that's leadership. Like, you don't wait for the situation, the incident, the event, or someone. Just look around the problems. There's the things to resolve, things to be optimized, the new things you could create all around you. So, as a leader, you don't wait for an event. You proactively look around. What would you like to create? Which is, I love so much the word of opportunity of creating. Like, when you just look around, I just say, just take your family. If you say you're the leader in your family, what would you like to create in your family? You can be, oh well, my family is fine, there's no problem, there's no conflict, and you just keep going the motion, do the same things. Wow, I just imagine if we could meet the larger family once per month. No, once per month could be too much, but once per year, like with my 5 brothers and sisters. Whoa, that's something that doesn't exist. and you will create an opportunity that could be great for grandkids to meet together and develop a kind of fellowship, a strong bond. Because you reflected and proactively thought about that, you took the leadership to create something that didn't exist. Visionary leaders, they don't wait, they proactively they create opportunity. And that's why we open this session by saying great leaders, they don't just wait for the future, they create the future. What? With their vision. What vision for your family, for your group, for your team, wherever you are acting as a leader? What's your vision for that team? Another switch that John proposes to move from the day to day tactical is the fact that the visionary leader tends to think with a global helicopter vision, like higher level. It's not just the day to day, what is happening here and now. Incorporate, like, these are people who will think, they don't just think what's happening in the next, I don't know, month, 3 months, beyond 12 months, what is happening. And depending even on your level of leadership, like they will say, first time managers tend to live in the horizon 0 to 12 months. It's really short term, just a year. Middle level, they tend to live in the land of 12 months to 3 years. And then senior, beyond 5 years. Well, where are we bringing this organization? What is possible if we want to stay the leader in this market? What shall we? How do we tweak our processes? How do we bring more money, more capital? You see how long term. And there are even organizations where they are thinking already where they want to be, say 10, 15 years from now. Oh my God, yeah. A lot of people may respond to that, and I've heard that also in coaching. Well, really, can someone do planning beyond 5, 10 years? Things are changing. Yeah, you cannot. We don't control times. We don't know what's happening next with the economy or political environment or whatever. But still, planning, having that vision that you can tweak and adjust. You cannot say you'll be a day-to-day leader because you don't know the environment, then you do nothing. It's like the person who says, I cannot go outside because there might be a lion. So visionary leaders, they think long term, big picture, not just the little portion that they have purview to. And then lastly, June suggests moving from short term, yeah, it's still long term impact. And before you passing over this slide, I want to call your attention on, have you noticed that on one side it's kind of present, here, now, reactivity, day to day. On another side is expansive, future, big lapse, risk, opportunity, vision, impact. As a visionary leader, you create all of that with your vision. It's a vision that allows you to think long term. Where am I going with this team? Long term, what do I want to create for this team, for this organization? What will it take? What impact for me, for my team, for the bigger organization, for my community, for my country? And if we actually did that, what impact even on my legacy? And having all of that now, the leader can craft that vision and communicate it. Which brings me to the point where I want to say something about the communication. I already talked about the importance of framing it in terms of what the audience, your followership, your team, what they care about. It's important that the vision resonates with them. What do I mean by resonance? You're saying things that connect with what your followership, what your people, what your team cares about. Another error that I see leaders do is they'll have a vision. While I communicate, I present a slide, I hear push. So it's like this, do this, we're going. And when I'll ask the question, how did they reply or respond? Sometimes it's a blank. So it's like the leader has been in a push communication. It's important when there's good communication that you have the feedback. If I pick the phone and I say, hello, yeah, there's this coming, blah, 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 and I talk for an hour, am I even sure someone is listening? And as I'm talking about that, it's like, yeah, now that you're doing the live, do you know who is watching? Well, I'm seeing 6 people connected. The chat, as I told you, I'm still on Restream. Um, in great communication, hello, you get an answer, hello. Okay, now you know the communication is established, which is the second point I wanted to talk about, having a vision. How do you know? How do you get that hello from your audience that we hear you? Oh, leader, yeah, we understand. This is where you want to go. This is what is happening. What do you have in place to get the feedback of your people? It's important to get the feedback. It's important to check that the vision resonates with them, because until it resonates, their engagement, their full participation, you may not get it. But when it resonates, you will get that full participation. So, what are you doing now to know it's resonating with them? I made some suggestions. Know your people, connect with them, ask their feedback. And these are 3 things. Like, if you ask feedback, you'll hear something. You'll know if it resonates or if it's not working. And that's why in the 3 actions for this week, there will be some of that to do. Yes, practical actions for this week. We talked about vision. It would be great that before we talk next time, you have a concise vision statement. What's the vision for your team? What's the vision for your leadership? I really encourage to start with you, your vision of you as a leader, and then continuing with the vision for your team. It's really essential, because we said no vision is like you don't have a compass. You don't really know what is going on. If people are resonating with what you're saying, if they feel motivated to act. So write that clear statement of your leadership, write the statement of the vision for your team, and then step number 2, share that vision with people, with all the stakeholders, your team, your manager, your management, not just your manager. You could, like, to get their feedback. In organizations where the vision is top down, it might help to share with them to ensure that the meaning for your own team, your direction, really aligns to the big things C-suite wants to do. And for you to know that, make space to share with your skip. Go as high as you can. Yeah, it's exactly it. And they can give you really meaningful feedback. Craft a vision, ask for the feedback to the stakeholders, your team, and your leadership, your peers. And I even like to say, when possible, if you can craft that specific vision for your team with the team. With the team, I know, well, depending on your leadership style, some people may be, well, I'm a leader, I should come to them already with a vision. But there's so much power hearing from the team where they want to go, what they see possible. We talked about imagining the future. Hey, they will be the one creating the future. How about bringing them in? I gave the example a couple minutes ago. Okay, this is the like 1 week vacation, spring break. If I ask that small boy, okay, where would you like to go? We may come up, oh, mom, I want to play, or I just want to have fun, or I just want to have this. Listening to what he wants, I can align with what other kids or what I want, and we can come up to a place having a vision for our spring break that aligns with what everyone wants. But if I just came and told everyone, okay, we are going to the spa. Oh my God, mom, spa. There's no TV. There's no. I hate that. They'll not resonate with my choice of spring vacation. So you see, this thing about bringing in could have some value, and I really suggest just give it a try. Because it will be easier for them to resonate on what you agree. This is where we are going. This is our compass. This is what we want to achieve in the next 3 6 months, a year, 3 year, 5 years, having their input. And as you listen to them, also another added value to bring the team, to bring the audience, to bring your followership in is you will hear what they care about. We say that for the communication for the team to resonate with your vision, they need to see what is in it for them, the value, the impact of that vision, that direction for them. And bringing them in the discussion, you will hear what they care about, what has value to them. Did I say value? Yeah, and we say effective leaders, they communicate a vision that aligns with the values. It's important. So I suggest the 3 actions for this week. Take the time to stop and reflect. Concise vision for you, for the team. Share that vision with key stakeholder, your team, your leadership, your peers, people you care about, and key stakeholders. And then ask for feedback if it's resonating with them. If not, what will make it resonate? This second portion is important because I've also had people come to coaching. Well, I share, it's like the way, what did you do? It ended. Maybe my thing is not good. That's not the point. Ask them if they feel like, well, if you feel no resonance, because when it resonates, you can feel they're engaged, emotions, there's feedback, there's energy in the conversation. So if you share and it's just quiet, you don't know if they've not understood, you don't know, like ask them, how is it resonating with you? As simple like that. Well, I think this, I think that. You start to hear what they think about. It's better to ask them than to just go home and assume that because there was silence, okay, I think it was clear. No assumptions. Like, in as much as possible, if you can stay away from assumption strategy or hope strategy, ask questions. Maybe because I'm a coach, but I think questions are so powerful. Cost nothing, just ask them. Ask in a positive, bringing them in. How? And well, it's not actually because personally I don't see myself. What will be needed for you to see yourself in this vision? Bam. And they will tell you, and you'll see how you can tweak and refine the vision so that it lands with them. Because when the vision lands with them, they will be inspired. You keep them in action. And no matter what, they know we are going in this direction because this is the impact you have on them, on the team, on the organization. When it's so clear for you, clearly communicated, themselves will be able to communicate in transversal meeting. Our team does this because it gives this. This is the value, and it will be much more easier to achieve alignment. I'm being told I have less than 2 minutes to get out of here. So I'm curious to hear any question, remark, comments. These are the 3 actions for the week. Coming up next week, oh my God, that will be week 10. So we have just 3 more life to go. Yeah, next week we'll come back to character. Leadership is not just about the skills, your ability to communicate, to craft. Who are you? Do you know you as a leader? The foundation. We'll come back to that. We talked a bit about this when we talked about trust, where in the good book of Covey on trust, according to him, trust was like the root, good root for leadership is trust. So we'll come back to talk about the character next week. What qualities of being will make you have solid influence? You remember that at the level the highest level of leadership, level 5. Maybe I'll remind them quickly. Level 1 is because of the title. Level 2, permission. People are giving you permission to lead them. Level 3, production. You leverage the permission they've given you to produce for the organization. Level 4, you are people developer, and you go beyond the organization to see the leader and want to bring the best out of them. The level 5, which is the last one, is pinnacle, where people follow you for who you are. So who are you as a leader? This is what we'll be talking about next week. I can't wait to meet you there. It has been a pleasure. Question, comment, let us know. What will you do this week to ensure your vision is communicated in a way that it resonates with your team? It was Judith Glory. It was a pleasure, and looking forward to connecting with you same time next week for yet another topic to activate, bring out the wonderful leader in you. Until then, take care. Bye.